Hey guys, Christian Torres here, Bitcoin Torres, and I'm gonna make a shorter video from my previous one, which is a 35-minute video, and we're just gonna talk about my actual AI workflow, voice tools, and my IDE, of course, and code and all that stuff. So, with that said, let's jump straight into it. Let me check if this, okay? So, what you guys are seeing here is my own IDE, right? I've moved on from Cursor because, let me pull up Cursor here. I was explaining in the other video, the main issue I was having with Cursor was this right here. You can, the, the chats were a bit of a mess, right? You can't really see much, right? And there's no like organization to your chats, especially if you're someone that has a lot of ideas, that has a lot of repositories and projects, right? So what I ended up making was a series of three softwares that I've harnessed to myself to a way of harnessing AI tools so I can maximize my output. And let me start with Codex Menu. So Codex Menu is pretty much a sessions manager. When you start using the CLI a lot, in my case I'm using Codex, but in your case you can be using Claude or Gemini. I also use Gemini. But anyways, I feel, as I started opening many chats to separate context is, okay, I'm sharing my screen thankfully. And it's recording because I did like a video of this same thing, and it didn't it didn't save. Well, anyways, it's recording now, and you're seeing me because it saved. So, anyways, to not get off track, um, session everything's handled by session IDs, right? Uh, and it gets kind of messy, as an operator, developer, advanced vibe coder. I don't really like. I covered this in the other video, in the long video. I don't think it's an accurate way. It is accurate, but I don't think like it takes away the seriousness. Oh, there's a vibe coder. Where's the essence of seriousness? You can build some real stuff with this. Of course, you can, like a friend of mine that's been a developer or a coder, he just does his stuff. He says, yeah, the problem with vibe coders is they vibe code and they make spaghetti code. It's just a bunch of spaghetti. Well, I mean, you can, as a vibe coder, you pretty much leverage the genius of AI and you turn that into production grade code, and at the same time you're learning and everything. I would debate strongly against, that. I think this is definitely the future. This is definitely the future. So you need to harness yourselves. And I talked a lot about this in the other video. But anyways, this is workflow video. So let me just show you some real quick. Like I can name my sessions for what they are. This is my heat seeker engineer. I can consult with him and he can tell me real quick, let me show you. He can tell me real quick, the status of my computer, and check out this other software I have here. This is mine, Cipher OS. Anyways, please give me a sit rep on my computer. And just send that right off, right? Eventually you're gonna see Cypher. He's gonna be orchestrating all of my codexes via voice, and that's the future, and that's what I'm focused on. And anyways, this is my IDE. This is the operations center. As you can see, there's many tabs and for each of these. I've hardwired in the resume button, meaning it will open up the the chat. Um, it will open it up, right? Instead of me having to manually do it. Another cool thing is this right here. This is an unusual terminal command, but look at this. Run. Yeah, this is like a little parsing error, but because it's a very big command, but I can. Anyways, you guys get the point. I just pretty much, let me show you something else. Like, who else has problems when you want to like open a file? So like for example, this right here, I can't like right click and open it, but I can do this. Open file. And it opens the file exactly to its location. So yeah, you guys are getting a glimpse into my workflow. I highly recommend you to why not go and check out my other video. I'm back. It's been like how many years? I've shifted away from crypto the past few months, and I'm slowly gonna get back into crypto, but I feel it was absolutely necessary so that I could fully focus and harness myself with AI for this future to come. So it's like Alex Karp. He said this in a video perfectly. He said the winners of this era are going to be the ones that fully harness themselves with AI. And that was just he nailed it right there, right? And this kind of reflects, a lot of people on X, they're building their software, they're doing their stuff. Um, so because what is this AI revolution bringing? It's bringing a, it's bringing the capability for you to do all of your ideas, right? And obviously, right now it's messy. People have tons of links open on with chat. They have tons of CLI terminals all over the place. They don't know. They can't name them. They typing. You have a good idea. I can type 150 words per minute, but I can talk 250 words per minute, and more importantly, I can hold my idea in my head instead of lose my idea typing halfway and probably mistype and then like have put effort and pressing backspace to fix it up a little bit and then stopping for a second like wait and then like backspace and like you just talk, you just fully talk, and it all gets captured and you can execute and coordinate and orchestrate that way much better. So there's plenty more in my workflows, but I just showed you my Cipher OS. Basically, this is and it's in development right now. There's plenty more to come. You don't even know. And I'm gonna subscribe. I'll be posting. This is my channel of whatever. All the stuff I like. I like AI. You gotta make money. So I think crypto is gonna be a good opportunity to make money, just like with AI as well. And what else? Lifestyle. I like lifestyle though. Although this is build season for me. I'm like focused right now. Well, anyways, this is my um, workflow for you guys. I appreciate you guys watching. Uh, you just got a good glimpse of my IDE. I didn't even mention the blue and red color switching, of the tabs. I've coded that in so it could, when a session or a codex finish finish thinking, it'll notify me, or like I can see visually. Like that's a psychological color for me to focus and reply back so I can be more productive. And I think that's like the very start of what it is actually meant to be, you know. And you'll see as time develops, and that it's going to develop into something very unique, something very intelligent, something very automated, a very agentic orchestration type of system. But yeah, hopefully what you get from this video is the importance of, optimizing your workflow. So I showed you real quick how I have my workflow and how I optimize it. But there's going to be plenty more of these videos to come. And, and yeah, thanks for watching.